It was a lot of things, to be honest. Um, I always knew I didn't want to be just in one place throughout my life. Like, I was so fascinated by the world outside and all the movies. I don't know what it was. I would say it was a bit of the Hollywood and all the movies and all the lifestyle, but it was just where my research started. I just wanted to, I think I had this ambition on this dream in me that was just so big, and I just couldn't live with the fact that I will not live anywhere else.
From your
It
family.
was a powerful no. It was a straight, like, no. And coming from, I don't know how many of your viewers can relate to this, but if you are from South Asian background like me, I'm Indian, and there's a kind of love from your families that is, it's, they pamper you, but they're very protective of you. And in that protective nature, they have your whole life laid out for you because they don't ever want you to struggle. At one point, when the slow approach was not working, it was a hardcore, like a family fight slash discussion type of moment when I was like, I just can't do this anymore. You guys are not realizing this. If I won't try this, I don't know what I'm going to do. It came to that point. It came to a boiling point. And that's when I think after that, I still remember that one night when I had this big burst out with my family, and it was until 2 a.m. when my mom, dad, brother, all of them were awake, and I had this sobbing, and I was like, crying literally that I want to do this. I want to do this. Please let me do this. And eventually they came around, and that was the first time I saw snow.
So you moved. Oh my God. It everything that could have happened wrong, it happened in the first day for you.
Yeah, it was like at the airport, I was stopped because there were some liquids in my hand baggage, which was like soap and all. I didn't even know that you have to separate your liquids when you are going through international thing. That I was that girl. I was that naive. So stopped there, and then because of this checking, I was late to my connecting flight. So I was running through Heathrow Airport. Imagine, never set foot on this land, and now I'm running in Heathrow Airport from gate to gate. Yeah, that was crazy. So my first vivid memory was when I was finally on a flight from London to Newcastle, because that's the flight I had to catch to get to Durham. That's when it really hit me. As soon as I saw snow, that's when it hit me that I am no longer in my bubble. I'm
Mhm.
out now. And I don't have my family or someone to protect me, or like, because I've never been anywhere without them. I've never even taken a solo trip. I think one thing you have to understand is visa and passport privileges are real. I don't know. I don't want to create controversy by saying this, but they are absolutely real. Like when you are from certain countries and when you have a strong passport, you just, again, I think people who have a strong passport live in a bubble, and people who have a weaker passport live in the real world out there. People with stronger passports, they're just like, oh, why don't you go just this, um, why don't you go for a weekend to Amsterdam? I'm like, I can't. I have to, like, I have to, I have to give them my blood data and everything just so that.
I have to promise
Yeah,
them that I'm coming back and I
yeah.
behave.
And I behave, and I have to allow them to put a tracker in me or something like that so that. No, but I used to. But like every time you go through,
Achievement.
every time you go through a big mission and you achieve, you unlock like a new diamond, and then you have it in you now. So That's what moving abroad is. Every time you go through a challenge, you unlock things about you that you just never knew. And I think for me, it was I never realized how resilient I am. I personally cope with my anxiety by researching and talking to a lot of people. I don't sit there with my anxiety. I just talk to a lot of people. I think that's my advice too. Talk to a lot of people because as much as the world is hard and difficult, there are a lot of expat community, expat people like us who would be more than happy to share their experience and talk about it. And that's where wisdom comes from. Experience comes when you just experience it yourself. Wisdom is when you learn from somebody else's experience. So use it. Home is home is where you feel more comfortable. Home is where you don't feel like you are constantly under turmoil. Yeah.
I think some slowly I will change this question from where is home to is home a location or a feeling?
It's definitely a feeling. Yeah, but for I think you have to genuinely give a place a chance for it to become your home.